We're all self-centered, are we not? Let me share with you a story, maybe two, about how to use someone's self-centeredness to get your own way. With my business, I make deliveries, and I deal with grumpy, self-centered people all day. And truth be known, I'm quite self-centered myself. The most important person in my life is me. And I gotta go where I gotta go. I gotta get the work done. And I need to make money. I need to make good time. I need to make it home for the next day's work. I was making a delivery in Jersey City, New Jersey, and this receiver was very frustrated with me. I was late, and he was mad at me for being late. So he was giving me a hard time. He was giving me a really hard time. When you make a delivery to someplace, you're at the receiver's mercy. If he wants to make you wait in your truck or stand in your trailer for a half hour, he can do that, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you complain, they'll get a different company to bring them the product. So in those situations, the receiver, the company I'm delivering to, they're the customer, and I'm serving them. And I'm late, and I'm totally at their mercy. And this guy made me wait. He made me wait like 20 minutes before he came over to give me the okay to unload and tell me where to put my pallets. And when he came over, he was mad. He just started yelling at me. I told your company that you can't be here this late. And I yelled back at him. I'm like, I'm doing the best I can. I got here as soon as I could. And we went back and forth. And he was so mad. And then I realized we're both the same. Most important thing is to me is me getting in and out. And for him, the most important thing for him was for me to get in and out, but a lot sooner. So he was mad. He's thinking all about himself, and I'm thinking all about myself. We're both quite self-centered. And then it just dawned on me. This was like only like 9 months ago. And we were standing right next to each other, and we were both really heated. And I looked him in the eye, and I said, and we were yelling. We were yelling. And I said, hey, man, you and I are in the same boat. Do you realize that? We're both doing the best we can. We can't help the circumstances. I can't help that I'm running late. And you can't help the fact that you've got to stay later and get done with me and all this. We're in the same boat. So I left my self-centeredness, and I tried to enter into his. I tried to empathize with him and think of how he's thinking, right? And I put us both on the same level ground rather than one of us inconveniencing the other. I made it so that I related to him. We need to do that. If you do that, here's what I'm trying to communicate. You can get people to give you better service or to do things that you want them to do by appealing to their desires and empathizing with them. In a way, okay, here's the thing. In my self-centeredness, I realize that I can get more done by playing off the self-centeredness of other people. If you appeal to them, if you enter into their realm and empathize with their situation, they're more likely to treat you better. So in a self-centered way, selfish way, you can manipulate people if you appeal to their own self-centeredness. How wicked does that sound? Self-centered people can use their self-centeredness and appeal to someone else's natural tendency to be self-centered to get things done. So you can be self-centered. You manipulate people by appealing to them, but you're doing it for the wrong motives. You're not doing it because you're empathizing with them. You're doing it because you're self-centered and you want to get what you want to get. I found this technique very, very effective. Now, we need to guard our motives, right? We need to think of other people. And really, if you think about it, it's just the nice thing to do, right? Don't just think about yourself. Think about other people and be nice to people, right? That's actually the mindset that I should have and that you should have all the time. And when you do that, life is better. Don't just think about yourself, think about other people. Be nice to other people. And generally speaking, they'll be nice to you. It's really, really true. I could tell you story after story of times and relationships that I've built with people that when those relationships started, it was a rocky road. Because I'll tell you more of those stories another day. I have some interesting stories with people that I've just been at odds with, and now are some of my favorite customers to deliver to. Ones that we used to give each other such a hard time. I have grown so much in the last 10 years on how to interact with people. And so the wicked person, the natural man will use these techniques of dealing with people for their own manipulation and their own benefit. On a human level, it's just good to be nice to people, right? You should be a nice person and treat people and be polite to people. But on a spiritual level, it's all about being selfless. Those of us who are Christians, that's what we do. That's what we should do. We lose that focus. So often I lose that focus. I don't know about you. And I just think about myself. What I want, what I need, what I got to do. So the biblical principle is to be selfless and to be loving and be kind to other people. And you know what? If you do that biblical model, you're a happier person. You're a happier person. Life goes a whole lot better when you think of other people first. Other people treat you better, so your life goes a lot better. How about that? Using someone's self-centeredness to your own advantage. Manipulation. We don't want to do that. We want to do what's right. When you do what's right and you treat people as you should, things go better. Let me tell you about this other guy. Sorry, this is going to be a long one, I guess. Let me tell you about this other guy. His name is Junior. He works at a company in Wayne, New Jersey, and I see Junior twice a week. And all these people that I'm referring to are of other ethnicities. Not the same as me, and these two different scenarios are two different kind of people. Not that it doesn't matter, not that it matters. I mean, I have these same problems with people that look like me too. But Junior, I have known Junior. He's probably in his mid-40s, and he's a Mexican fella. And he and I used to go toe to toe. Man, I would walk into his facility, and I would go to my dock door, and I'd start opening the door, and he would walk over. What do you think you're doing? He would yell at me. What do you think you're doing? You don't just walk in here and open the door. And you know what? Everybody does just go walk in the door and walk into the facility and open their dock door. But he limited me because I had given him a hard time one day. And he gave me a hard time, and I gave him a hard time, and we would yell at each other. I don't even remember the day or what happened, but now we're buddies. we're really good friends. I actually gave him some gifts from my company a couple weeks back. Look at this. So I guess what I'm saying is, you treat people nice. When people are having a bad day and they're self-centered and they're being cranky at you, if you're nice back, you can turn those people right around. So there's the moral of the story, right? I'm less than a half mile from my house. And look how beautiful this is, right? The sun's going down. The camera's doing a good job with the lighting. But this is a raised area that I'm on now, and way back there is the levee or the dike that's paved. Now this is just a grassy, still a levee, I guess, still a dike. The other day I asked what those beeping noise was, and J.D. Williams knew. They were alarms at a sewage treatment plant. And so we have this beautiful sewage treatment plant. That's not real beautiful. That's a eyesore. But then we've got this whole cornfield here and all this walking area. No alarms going off over here. Let me give you an update on my diet and my walking plan. I'm eating right. I'm going to bed hungry, which is good. And sometimes I'm walking. It's really hard. Woo! It's getting cold. Really hard to find time to walk. But I do get some exercise at work. Yesterday, I looked at one of the cases I was throwing as I was restacking a pallet. It was 107 pounds of beef in one box. So I get on the scale usually every morning, and I'm gaining weight. I gained weight, and I think I realized the problem. The problem is, about a month ago, I started using a crock pot in my truck, and I put beef in there and some vegetables and cheese, and I think I'm putting too much food in there. Although I'm eating the right food and not sweets and not white bread and all that, I'm filling up that crock pot with enough food for about 4 people. So today I started to cut back. So back to one of the previous vlogs, right? Don't keep doing the same thing if you keep failing. So I'm not losing weight, I gotta adjust something. So that's what I've adjusted. Whew. If you haven't already, if you watch this video this long and you're not subscribed, there's something wrong with you. So subscribe. And this is day 6 of 10 vlogs. I'm gonna do something a little different after 10 days because of some commitments that I've made. I'll tell you about the commitments that I made that start up soon. But anyway, thank you for watching. Be nice to people and you'll have everybody. How many people? Let me see, how long have I been? 15 minutes. I think it's a rare case when somebody's being a real jerk to you, and if you're nice to them, they'll continue to be a jerk. If you appeal to them on a human level, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come around and treat you better. I don't know that I've ever been over here. I think I know where I am. Got a few blocks back to my neighborhood. All right, that's the lesson for today. Thanks for watching. Till next time, see ya.